Good morning. Sunfall. Let's go. Let's see. Hur get över nuckfingrarna while I'm here? Okay. Ah, okay. Should pick up a mount on the way.
Can't wait to go home and go to bed. After I'll be right back and through that is. Is it up here? It is. I'll cut it right now from a little bit. Yeah, I can cuddle right now with you, baby. Shouldn't be around here. Okay, I'm gonna come down there. Shouldn't I be able to go up here too? Maybe it's around the corner. Right. Oh, I saw you. Over there. Hey. These doesn't look very sturdy. That's cool. So I'm gonna end up on the other side, I guess.
That is a nice photo. That's how you did it. So convenient with these little white ledges. Very beautiful. This one always fascinates me. You can move like this.
Some kind of figurine. I think it's Banuk.
It's really cool, the angles you can find in photo mode. Well, hello, what are you doing up there? Are you stuck? You want me to kill you so you can come down? Okay, I'll let you be.
Look out below!
I see the echoing. Those people.
Sunfall. The Mad King Duran's summer palace. A bulwark of Carja might against the howling Forbidden West.
Thanks for the history lesson.
But they have no idea what lies beneath. We will learn much from this Aloy.
That's what I'm hoping.
Elvis knows what he's doing, bringing in these outlanders.
She's very pale. Is she unwell?
Yes. She's a fighter, but the fever on her won't lift. It only burns hotter. Her name is Shiana, my sister.
Isn't there anyone in Sunfall who can help?
We're refugees. We know our place. And there's only one healer in the territory. He's difficult. His soul is in shadow.
Oh, that's nice.
Soul is in shadow.
Galiv. That's him. He's very clever, but he has little care for people. Perhaps the desert scoured it all away. Perhaps he was always like that. Either way, I know he won't help us.
Well, I'll see about that. Where would I find him?
Last I heard, he was patching up soldiers at Blazon Arch. Another border battle.
Får du bilder? Recognize the name. Yeah, I remember. Okay. No, I'm not gonna do that one.
I'll keep the moon from your brow.
I'm not going in there. I had something extra. What was it? Vantage point. Get up there.
We won't last another season if we don't find more food.
You okay? Apple. This is definitely the way down, but where's the way up? The other side? On this side? No, that's too steep. Isn't it? I think that's the way around.
The scrapes.
How am I getting up there? Probably super easy, but how do I get up there? From here? Nah. Or maybe. It doesn't feel very fine for me. Oh, there's a scrap up there. More than one. Two scrap. Okay. So. Sandstone.
watched the booster arc up into the night sky, riding a pillar of flame, you took my hand, squeezed it, and said, "You have written the story of our family across the stars."
Okay.
I can't believe Uther would turn his back on us. He's always been a righteous man. I never thought I'd miss farming.
It
Beats
wasn't me,
foraging for
whatever
crumbs all
happened.
day.
It's a nice idea, but what's the point?
Fair price.
It won't bring us home any faster.
Won't find better wares. Won't cost you but a shard to look.
Oh, right. There are a lot of turkeys and there are a lot of foxes. I can see those too. Go near them. Could you have some nice weapons there or something, buddy? I need to snap you a while. Okay. Okie dokie. That gives corruption and freeze. That's kind of nice to have. I have sold my trampoline. No, it wasn't that. Okay.
The Sun Ring. A proud tradition of Carja.
Stay off my focus.
If the Eclipse catches you here, then you'll be lucky if you survive long enough to wind up in that ring. Now we get to see if your attack on their focus network was entirely successful.
What are you talking about? Did I crash the network or not?
Success. Welcome to the Citadel, Aloy. I'll check back with you in a moment. In the meantime, circulate.
It's better than living amongst traitors.
If even Uthid is capable of treachery, then anyone is. We should stay vigilant. Thank God. Feels even less.
Outlanders!
If you want to hear about today's bounties, head for the throne room. You're not going to make any shards by standing out here. Filthy mercenary tribal leaders.
I'll take the shards, even if it means having to listen to Bahavas.
I hear the Shadow Carja are looking for one of their own.
Okay. Let's see what this crazy dude has to say.
By the glory of the sun revealed. Behold, radiant Edaman, the one true Sun King. The light in shadow, whose will is light and whose light is law!
He's just a kid.
I command Lucius Bahavas to speak in my behalf.
Okay. It's a tiny
By
kid.
the will of radiant Edaman does the sun glare down mercilessly upon the traitor Uthid. To the hunter who brings his head to us shall go a bounty of 500 shards.
More prisoners than royalty, don't you think? Love your hair.
You look good.
You and I need to chat, little huntress. The green tent down in Shadowside. I'll be waiting.
Kind of busy.
We both know you're no killer for hire. Uthid is innocent. So come see me while there's still time to save him.
So, the way in I spoke of is right behind you.
You've got to be kidding.
Not at all. And you needn't worry about the Kestrels. They'll be too busy acting important to pay attention to you.
First time in the Citadel, gotta see the sun ring from on high.
I think I need to do that first.
Well, the Kestrels.
I'm not sure how I get in here after.
They want us to see
savage.
this, boy.
At least he's
It
not
makes
bad for
quite an
reading.
impression.
Okay. So let's go back out. Talk to her.
It just doesn't make sense. One day, he had a little cough.
It's nice of you to
No
stand,
stomach for killing other Carja.
you know, in position when I come.
You'll regret not stopping when you're in the thick of it.
A green cup.
Can't believe you would return us back on us.
And the three.
The food is from Dowager Queen Nasadi, little ones. Her Highness knows times are hard and helps when she can. Eat. Bring some home for your families, if you have one.
That's nice of you.
I've heard whispers about you. Rides machines, fancy spear, delightful freckles. Some even say you
Who
have a
talks about my
conscience. How extraordinary.
Who are you? You're obviously not one of the Shadow Carja.
My name is Vanasha. For now, all you need to know is that I'm a whisper of reason in this howling pit of insanity.
I know how that feels.
I'm sure you do. And so does Uthid. He's a good man, so naturally the Shadow Carja want to murder him. I've done some digging, and I think he's headed for the Green Climb. It won't take those mercenaries long to find him. He could use some help, if you're so inclined.
Stop being evasive and tell me who you really are.
Stop being evasive? You might as well tell me to stop being charming. It's impossible, but I like you, so I'll tell you a secret. I have friends in Meridian, and I like to do favors for them when I can. Uthid might be of use to them, if he survives.
Okay.
What makes you think he's on the...
Pursued, so he needs a hideout that's both familiar and defensible. He once single-handedly held off an entire bandit clan in those foothills. My guess is that he'll fall back on what worked before.
I'll do what I can for Uthid. But what about you?
What about me what?
What will you do while I risk my life?
Useful things, little huntress. Look for 3 dead trees south of Sunfall. They mark the start of the green climb. Good luck.
Don't find out about conditions in Sunfall. They didn't. This is insane.
We've got to trust Rob.
Hardly.
Outlanders
You're
are
going to
idiots,
see me.
but perhaps they're
You
useful.
underestimate the ease of hiding in plain sight. The balustrade. It's a short drop from there.
He what? Yes, could just, you know. How? Oh, from over there. Thank God I looked before.
Oh, we didn't take him
God, what am I doing?
The other side of the tower. Look for a vent.
Look for a vent.
I see you've been here before.
Obviously. Now, it's very important that you hear what I'm about to say. I've shown you the way in, but this humble vent marks a point of no return. Before you descend into the depths here, you should be fully committed, equipped, and focused. No distractions. If you have errands to run, do them first or hold your peace. I won't tolerate whining. Is that clear?
I can't
You'll
get the
tolerate
door
what I
armor
give you,
unless I do
Silence.
this.
I didn't ask you along for the ride.
Yes. Because this leads to Gaia Prime, and the last power cell is in Gaia Prime.
I'm heading down.
I've spent a lifetime trying to uncover the secrets of this world. Where the machines came from. How the old ones achieved such marvels only to fall into silence and death. A lifetime of failure. As year by year, decade after decade, I hit walls I could not break, doors I could never breach.
Hello.
Until a Nora huntress marched out of the savage east. And voila, for her, all the deepest secrets of the earth were laid bare. I suspect you will have an easier time with this door than I did years ago.
Hold for identiscan.
Well, it doesn't open up for us in
Genetic profile
Mother's
confirmed.
Mountains. So.
Entry authorized. Malfunction. 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 Malfunction.
Kidding me?
You don't hear me laughing.
Shut up. There's gotta be another way. Hey! Elizabeth Sobek here! Requesting access!
Access request acknowledged. Root command functions available. Do you wish to proceed?
Yes.
I do! Get me through this door!
Analyzing. Primary access inoperable due to mechanical failure. Emergency venting procedure likely to circumvent blockage. Do you wish to proceed?
I don't know.
Yes.
You don't even know what it means, Aloy.
Authorized.
Exactly. You don't even know what that means. Venting everything.
But now
Oh yeah, they will know you're in here now.
Guess you can't have everything.
that will draw attention. We won't have this place to ourselves for long now.
We? Last I checked, I was the one risking my life down here.
Exactly.
Yes, fine. Now will you please get moving? There's so much to learn in less time than I'd hoped.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn.
Zero Dawn.
We found it.
We found it.
Are you really so surprised?
Yes.
Facility diagnostics detect multiple failures. Attempting repair.
So, what was this room?
This
An
looks
entrance hall,
like,
perhaps.
yeah, it looks like
Have
the
a look
reception
around.
area. Reception staff continues to require additional support in managing Sudan candidates when they arrive at the facility. Okay.
Please take a seat and wait for your name to be called. A selection of beverages and snacks are available.
A smaller room.
It will be possible to improve the soundproofing between VR1 and the lounge areas. Most of the can stay quiet there in their presentation. The ones who scream or sob can be plainly heard by candidates waiting their turn in the lounge. Just thought. Yeah. If I was going to a room and I was waiting in the waiting area and I heard people sobbing and screaming in the other room, I don't want to go into that room anymore. You really should soundproof that. For the 5th time, please restock the lounge selection of herbal teas. Yeah, that's such an important message. Who cares about herbal teas?
I'd have to leave something else behind.
Please proceed into viewing room 1 for an important message regarding the purpose of your visit.
What was this place?
A holographic theater.
CD01 data intact. Initiating playback.
Okay.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn. I am General Harris, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff of the United States of America. I'm sure you've heard the rumors that Zero Dawn is a top-secret superweapons program, the technological miracle that will save us from the Pharaoh Plague, if Operation Enduring Victory can hold off the robots long enough. The reason I'm sure you've heard the rumors is that I'm the one who spread them, and they are all lies. Zero Dawn is not a superweapons program, and it will not save us. Nothing will save us. And here's why. By the time the glitch was noticed, it was already too late. Nothing could stop the Pharaoh Plague. Nothing can. Its robots will continue to replicate and devour the biosphere. Life on Earth will be destroyed. Our planet reduced to a barren sphere. Global extinction is inevitable.
Okay, I guess why
No
people are
matter how
screaming and
many
sobbing
we
now.
kill, The
That's
robots
scary.
just keep exponentially making more. If we had their deactivation codes, we could shut them all down. The entire swarm. But since their cryptographic protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, cracking a code set would take half a century. At best, we've got 16 months. Not exactly what you'd call a survival option. The destruction of a biosphere is not the sort of apocalypse you can wait out in a fallout shelter or a space station. There will be no Earth left to reclaim. Just a lifeless, toxic rock with several million Pharaoh robots on it, hibernating. Waiting for something to eat. This is the horrible truth behind the lies of Operation Enduring Victory. My lies. Lies designed to inspire millions of innocents to sacrifice themselves in battle. Why? One reason. To buy time for you and the work you will do here. Zero Day. The day that life on Earth ceases to exist is coming fast. It cannot be stopped. The hope of Zero Dawn is that something new might come after. But I will leave it to Elizabeth Sobek to shine that thin ray of light into the darkness. Harris, out.
Yeah, that's scary.
That doesn't make sense. Life on Earth didn't cease to exist.
Not be stopped.
But it was. Somehow Elizabeth saved us. I've got to keep looking. Find out how she did it. Kestrels. They got in. Through the vents.
Let nothing stop you from learning the truth.
Spread out! If it moves, kill it!
What is this place? A tomb?
There is some mistake. I don't understand why I was brought here. Why would you show me these things?
I know that there's already a lot to take in.
In the waiting area, I was seated with a Nobel laureate in biophysics and a monk, I think. He spoke neither English nor Mandarin. It is very strange. And General Harris? What was he talking about? The robot swarm, the Pharaoh plague? I understand it is terrible, but it really cannot be stopped? Why tell us this? There are people in Shanghai, my friends, my family. They have joined Operation Enduring Victory already. It is for nothing? We will all die?
Come out of here.
We're going to be able to answer some of these questions.
I just want to know why I am here. It doesn't make sense to me.
You were brought here because of your skill set.
No, that can't be right. I am an art historian. I know Dutch masters, Japanese...
Sorry. Seriously?
What's that up there?
Don't mean you any harm, just a little harm.
Oh. No, I could go under. No. Rock? Come on. Oh, seriously? You're gonna stand there?
Let this darken the sky.
Arrow to the elbow.
The word of Shadow.
Good. We're too close to let tribal crypto stop us now. The data points, what do they contain?
The data points I find always contain emails or voice memos.
Now this thing is dangerous.
I don't need that. I need my rock. So a data point here. Yeah. Oh, counselor guidelines. Interview.
With Suzanne Alpert, environmental scientist. Doctor?
I'm sorry, I wasn't,
Just stating your name. What were you thinking about, Doctor?
Nothing the General said. Not really. I was on the Syzygy East Response Team in 2051, just after the second earthquake compromised the reactor. I still dream about it, after all these years. The red zone spreading on the imaging, slowly, so slowly, like a hand opening its fingers.
Your involvement in that event is why you were asked for by name.
Really? That's interesting. Because nothing worked. Nothing could grow there again. It was a catastrophic failure. But the red zone is a blip compared to global-scale biomass reduction. The biosphere and hydrosphere will collapse, render the Earth uninhabitable long before the robots finish us. Enduring victory can't buy time against that. So, you'd better show me what Zero Dawn really is.
I'm sure you now understand the urgency of why we brought you here, Ms. Okilo.
Captain Okilo, are you trying to thank me for not resisting?
I believe we couldn't negotiate a diplomatic solution.
When it came to my country's lithium, it was always a swarm that would be sent to negotiate. Metallurgic International, US Robot Command. The markings changed, but the robots were the same.
You've had considerable experience in human-robot conflict.
Yes, and I've got the prosthetic limbs to show it. Yet I continue to face this horror, even though the challenge was great. Cyber warfare. I thought Zero Dawn would be a Manhattan project to generate the deactivation codes. With the resources I had, I estimated code breaking to be a hopeless endeavor. I was almost looking forward to being proved wrong.
Unfortunately, your estimation was correct.
As your General Harris said. So then, you did not bring me here to commiserate. What is left?
Look, let's cut the mystery. You're building a colony ship. It's obvious.
A colony
it's not gonna
ship?
fly. I mean, literally.
We're not
Remember
going to
the
space
Odyssey?
here. We're going
That
underground.
multinational heap of space junk that's been in graveyard orbit since '57? That went nowhere real slow, and you have to get somewhere real fast. Do you have any idea the immensity of the challenge to prep a new colony ship in time?
To be clear, I'm not a worker on the project.
Do you even understand how few people it could save? The whole generation ship concept is not gonna happen. It's the first thing you'd abandon in favor of embryonics. For that kind of storage, we're talking a lot of bulk, a lot of power, a lot of resources. So even if you do it, even if you build it and point it at Sirius X, there's no room for people on that thing, all right?
If you could try to remain calm.
You people are crazy if you think you're getting off this rock. No one's getting off.
Medical.
Medical.
You previously worked for Faro Automated Systems.
Oh, that's nice.
On the Chariot Line self-replication routines. I came here thinking this was a rendition. When your people took me, I thought, about time.
Took me?
I've been trying to
You
swallow
kidnapped
the
people?
guilt every day since...
Would you like to take a moment?
No, I really hoped Zero Dawn was a way to undo it all. My work. And I'm sorry to say I was ever proud of it, but Ted could really sell a concept, and in the labs, in the light of creation, that first test run, when you saw they understood their own structures, could rebuild themselves from memory and light, there were no limits. God, there were no limits.
Want to discuss?
Whew. So Mama, she was right.
Pardon?
My mother, she took her Bible real serious. Not just Texas Bible serious, Pentecostal serious. Favorite chapter? Revelations.
Oh.
Now, I didn't always understand her on account of all that speaking in tongues and such, but when she did use her words, it was always end times this and lake of fire that on account of sinful lifestyles. Speaking of which, mind if I smoke?
A tobacco cigarette.
Sorry, darling. My taste run classic. Compliments to your team tracked me down.
He sounds
Been pressed on my head
really
18 months now.
disgusting.
Sterling Malkeet was me. Don't mind
He
admitting.
sounds like a person you don't want
And
to be
plenty
around.
of
Because he
snakesters
will like
chasing the
pick on
bounty
you or
too.
something.
But I kept the zigging to their zag.
Ew.
How'd you finger me?
I believe Dr. Sobek listed you as an alpha candidate. Priority snatch and grab.
Always suspected you had a little thing for me.
Ew.
I don't suppose you got real coffee in this place. You know, blood coffee? Conflict cappuccinos?
Mr. Tate,
coffee
I'm clearing
is
you
a
to
rarity.
proceed. Just go.
Yeah, nobody wants that. Creep.
It is accurate, yes. So these mechanical monstrosities, they don't just kill people. They feed off them. Not just people. All organic matter. Every living thing. Dissolved into nutrients. Millennia of evolution. Liquefied. The miracle of life produced some bloody biofuel. In a word, yes. Who did this? Pharaoh? That arsehole. Is he here? No, Doctor. Please. Tell him Tom Pate wants a word. Now, get off! Get off!
Ted is not here.
Doctor! Please! You get Ted Pharaoh in here!
Ow.
CD02 data intact. Initiating playback.
Elizabeth Sobek. You've heard the bad news, and it's all true. The Pharaoh Plague is devouring the biosphere. Life itself will cease to exist. But does that have to be the end? What if we could give life a future? What if we could build a kind of seed from which, on a dead planet, life could blossom anew? This is the aim, the hope, of Project Zero Dawn. To create a super-intelligent, fully automated terraforming system and bring life back from lifelessness. What would such a system require? At its core, it would need a true AI, fully capable of making the trillions of decisions necessary to reconstitute the biosphere. An immortal guardian, devoted to the reflourishing of life. We call it Gaia. Mother Nature as an AI. But that's just the core of the system. She will need to be surrounded and empowered by a comprehensive suite of subordinate functions. Think of them as extensions of Gaia's mind, each dedicated to a specific purpose. Now these aren't AIs, but make no mistake. Each presents an engineering challenge more profound than anything the human species has ever before attempted. Hardware that preserves and then gestates the billions of seeds and embryos from which life will be reborn. The construction of underground facilities to hold it all. And that's just the start. We don't have to build the entire system. The beauty of a fully automated terraforming system is that it can build itself. Now, over the days to come, you'll learn how all these functions, all these pieces that you'll be working on, fit together. How we'll race the clock to execute our harvest initiatives, write the software, build the tech and the facilities. How we'll lock it down and seal it up before the inevitable occurs. But even more important, you'll know how it doesn't end here. How Gaia will generate those deactivation codes General Harris talked about, and build the transmission arrays to broadcast them, shutting down the Pharaoh robots for good.
So the tower at
How Gaia
Meridian
will
is
not just build, but imagine any conceivable robot it needs to do its work across centuries. From detoxifying the Earth's ravaged atmosphere and poisoned seas, to the regreening of the Earth from cryopreserved seed stocks, to rewilding the Earth with animal life. And then, when all that is done, how a new generation of human beings, spawned at cradle facilities around the globe, will partake of Apollo, the vast archive of human knowledge and cultural achievement from which they will learn of us, our world. And most important, how not to repeat our mistakes. It's
don't
not
think
an
Apollo ever
impossible dream.
happened though.
It
Other
is
than
within
they
our
spawned the
grasp
people, but
if
the
we
people
work
never got the
tirelessly
knowledge.
and stop at nothing
Since
to
people
achieve
don't
it.
know what happened.
We can't stop life from ending. Help Gaia. We can give it a future. Join me and help make that future real.
Sign me up.
The whole Earth destroyed, but then remade?
Yes. By a machine. A machine of creation.
Elizabeth did this. For life. For us. Why Hades then? If it was part of Gaia, how did it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh robot? Why does it want to kill me? And Apollo, the archive of knowledge, what happened to that?
I'm as confused as you are. Maybe the answers lie ahead.
Make your selection. You are now in the possession of information regarding the true nature and purpose of Project Zero Dawn, classified far above top secret. What's classification above top secret? Participation, indefinite detention, medical and euthanasia. Oh. If you would prefer to end your life at this point, pain-free medical and euthanasia is available. Okay. So if you don't want to help, if you want to die now, go to the left.
Of course I'll do it. To be given the opportunity to rebuild what the damage that I don't feel worthy of it, but I will do it, absolutely.
I want to stress that this was never about your culpability.
It is to me. Dr. Sobek, Margot, they were smart to get out of Pharaoh when they did, but not one of us took it as a warning sign. It just told ourselves they weren't cut out for the BTRI cabals. That's the better than rapid innovation. Better at competing, better than the next guy, a better killing machine. Isn't it just amazing how a century and a half of science fiction did nothing to swerve our species from the path of doom?
done with that life. I mean, I will work hard, twice as hard to earn this, for my family to have a place in Elysium. I never thought that there could be
If you're still nauseous.
No, the inhibitors have kicked in. I can't feel the back of my tongue. I wish I could tell you I'd believe in this.
Can't feel the back of your tongue.
But the damage is too great, too extensive.
I don't think I ever feel the back of my tongue.
Complete.
Do you feel the back of your
With
tongue?
all respect to Dr. Sobek's work at Miriam, no. No, life doesn't always find a way to keep going. Sometimes it never comes back. Like Syzygy East. Like the Congo. Like Timo. Like us. That's our reward? A buried city full of terminal patients waiting out the clock?
You grow old together, with your loved ones, in safety.
I don't have loved ones. I suppose I could start a family?
I'm afraid not. All inhabitants of Elysium will be medically sterilized.
Oh.
A habitat capable of sustaining a starting base of 2,000 individuals for up to 100 years is a huge challenge, Dr. Alpert. If the population grows instead of diminishes, everyone will be dead inside 30 years.
That is true.
I knew it. I just couldn't bring myself to say the words.
I'm sorry.
Finish it. Medical euthanasia. I want no part of this. I just want it over.
I see. Protocols require a 48-hour waiting period, after which
we will end your life.
See to make sure I behave this time?
Security, for your protection.
Inaccessible.
Would you like to discuss how you're feeling?
Sure. I'll tell you. Surprised. No, flabbergasted. Like my own man would say, flabbergasted. That vein pumping in his forehead. I thought you people were just completely underprepared for a spaceflight project. But now I can see it's worse. Much worse. Sobek is a total fantasist, a dangerous fantasist. This kind of blue sky. Jesus. I'm sorry we wasted each other's time. I'm ready to leave now.
I'm afraid that's not possible.
Everything you're talking about here isn't possible.
I recommend you read the documents regarding your options.
I've seen enough. I'm getting out of here. What did you don't... Get your hands off me!
Okay. I'm not supposed to go this way, so... I just thought it was weird. And it was open. Oh, no. Okay. Fighting, I guess, since there's a lot of fix your HP. No.
Intruder! Get her!
Huh?
Whatever you do, don't die now.
Oh God!
Let this is
Shit. I'm trying, but they're shooting right away. Can I go get the thing? Oh, there was a thingy here. Where are you? There you are. Come with me. You have big toys, I have big toys. Let's do this. Okay, so put her gun like that.
Power's down.
Is there another route?
I've done this before. Just need my focus. This'll do.
Listening, I guess. He's still here?
Now, those lame FBI black hats at Mockingbird back in the day, I enjoyed schooling them. But maybe I went in too hard on this poor counselor. She was cute, and just going down a checklist after all.
Ew.
Couldn't expect her to see how ridiculous Zero D's ambitions are. God's own budget thrown at a kid playing with a hologram sculptor? Palms up, honey. I'm just calling it like it is.
I don't
and
like
look,
this.
Mom, I'm making nature.
Zero Dawn. It is art, in a way. An expression on the grandest scale. But there is so much unfairness. Why was I chosen? Was it decided by committee? By algorithm? My family will be saved because I happen to graduate in art history? Is this right?
Dr. Sauvé? Christina Sauvé?
Yes. I met a man, another historian. His fields are Bauhaus and the New Materialists. But he once attended one of my talks.
Here we go.
Another unfair chance. Of all the many people in that auditorium, that we should both be here now. And yet, I feel more accepting of my fate. No, it is not fair. Not at all. But for the sake of my family, for the sake of art. Art is alive. It must be able to speak from beyond history and echo in the future, not perish into oblivion. This opportunity,
done.
I must do this.
I should check the door nearby.
Missing a power cell here, I think.
Hey, I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay? Somehow, he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in reverse.
Storage area.
I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new emitter, not me. Parker out.
Wait, what? Why am I doing that? Yeah, I know I have to restore it. But it did open a door here, so it could be here. Up, I guess.
Found one. Looks intact. trick. Now let's get that door open.
Down, left, up. Ah, yeah. Wasn't it like that? Up, right, no, left, down, right, up. Is it the other way, maybe? Could be. So it should be this. This should be down still. This should be that way. No. Oh yeah, I see it now. You see the sign is upside down. So we have to flip it. It's down. Left. Up. That was a stupid way to install it upside down. That's right. Isn't it already the right way? Yeah, it was the right way. No, this was right, correct already. And this should be down. No? Down, left, up, right, down. Men då är det den som är fel. Jo, det är det. Jo. Men du måste tänka på ner. Men den var ju det ett tag, det funkar inte. Now.
That did it.
There.
Door should have power.
Now to see what lies beyond it.
Probably a boss fight. I will bring you. Okay, I couldn't bring it. Wish I could have.
Eclipse. They're here.
Avoid contact.
Lines look good.
Gaia. It's up there. Second floor.
Can you reach it?
So much for avoiding contact.
Not like I have any places to hide really here. Okay. Come on. Come to mama. There we go. That was it, right? Okay, no, it wasn't. I really thought it was only 10. Why are you two up there now?
Still sniffing.
Stand there?
Battle is upon us!
Come on, I don't want to waste arrows.
Don't worry, I'll find you and make it hurt.
You can try. Come on. You just gonna stand there all day? Yeah, it doesn't, he's an elite, so he doesn't really go down from that. To do that.
That's the last of them.
Structural failure. Repeat.
Or not.
Oh no.
Focus your fire!
Haven't you got anything better to do?
The sun can't...
Hard ones. Armor and stuff. Take them. There we go.
For a moment, anyway.
Get moving. You have to find Gaia.
I will.
Keep that for later.
I mean, this is a big room. I have to check it first.
Alert. Structural failure prevents access.
Okay. How did they get up there? So I can get up there. maybe I'll get up there later. Simulation results.
Hello,
Oh,
I'm
God.
Margot Shen, and this is Hephaestus.
Whew, you
As the
said
name might tip
it.
you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and lots of robots. Her personal forge. Except, it's not that simple. So like, you probably noticed that only about a third of you are robotics engineers.
How
The
old are you?
rest,
So you say,
experts in machine
so
cognition,
like,
virtual heuristics, that stuff. Well, that's because we aren't going to be the ones designing and building robots. The last thing we want is to burden Gaia with a bunch of outmoded 21st century designs. Waste of time. Our purpose is to empower Gaia to build the robots, and not just build, imagine, from scratch. Any robot she needs for any conceivable purpose, designed and fabricated at a snap of a finger. Hers. Her finger. So, Hephaestus isn't really the forge. It's more like the knowledge of craft and ingenuity of a mastersmith to wield the hammer. Encoded as software. Virtual creativity made real. Gaia's already learning. In simulation, she's doing some very creative things with fractal assembly and animal morphologies. Her designs aren't about to win the Liam Prize anytime soon. Start somewhere. So, yes. Time to get started. Let's do this.
I don't get it.
Which part? It's a little
I
technical
get
in
it.
places.
If Gaia was designed to save life, why would the robots it makes attack people?
Perhaps it loves some forms of life more than others.
The derangement.
Or it's acting like an
The
animal.
machines weren't always so angry.
I mean, if a
Mostly they were docile until
wild
10, 15
animal,
years ago.
like a crocodile,
For years,
is a
Hephaestus has
human,
been forcing
he kind of wants to
cauldrons
chomp
make
on you
aggressive
because he
machines.
wants to protect himself.
I've seen it myself, in the cauldrons. Stalkers, Ravagers, the Thunderjaw. How could it do that? And why?
Why indeed?
I wonder what the purpose of the Thunderjaw is, yes. I get the Striders and the Grazers because they keep, you know, the soil fresh and stuff. And the birds were cleaning the air, and the crocodiles are cleaning the water. But what's up with those? Why do you need a dinosaur amongst normal animals? Okay. Nothing hanging under there? No? Ja, nu var man. Can I get in there? There's a lot of focuses.
I think this is it. Elizabeth Sobek's office. But it's sealed off. There's got to be a way inside.
Keep looking.
I am. Why did she bring out her bow? That was why she brought out her bow. They were very quiet.
More Eclipse.
Careful now.
Sorry, sweetie. Go and lie in that slap instead. Okay, I can't shoot through here. And quiet as a mouse. At least I don't think they can. He said try to avoid confrontation, so... Apollo update. Yeah, what happened to Apollo? Over the past 2 months, the full benefit of our procurement of a copy of the whole record from Farsing has made itself known, and as a result, all of Apollo's key deliverance are on schedule. Apollo has already surpassed 40 million created data entities and continues to grow. And research is wrapping up a bit ahead of schedule due to falling short of our goal to preserve. There was a lot of languages she wanted to preserve. As opposed to selecting lesser when doing the goal from the onset. Speaking of the encapsulating the enemy. And the winner is Zettabytes. That's a lot of bytes. Projector. Okay, try not to go close to that then I am. No, now I'm going back. I don't want to start the projector there.
Welcome to Apollo, the collective memory of the human species and the wellspring of knowledge for future generations.
Okay,
I am Samina El-Badji. Until recently, I was director of the International Collective Memory Institute in New Tehran. As a heritage professional, I devoted my career to the preservation of human knowledge, creative endeavor, and cultural achievement. Apollo is, therefore, the ultimate embodiment of a lifelong passion, albeit under the very worst circumstances imaginable. The challenges before us are immense. Specifically, we will have to design and implement 4 major initiatives simultaneously. First, the construction of data repositories in cradle facilities around the world ensuring redundancy. Second, the collection and processing of a projected 180 million discrete data entries. 42 zettabytes of data in Mandarin, English, Spanish, and Arabic. Third, the transferal and encoding of all that data onto DNA encapsulated in synthetic fossils. The only medium capacious and durable enough to safeguard it without degradation for the centuries to come. And last, but not least, the development of the holographic interface and gamified curricula, by which future humans will commune with Apollo, progressively unlocking heuristic learning modules, leveling up their knowledge and skills they will need to take control of the terraforming system. That is the future towards which all of our efforts will be directed. Not just the preservation of the past, but the seed for the flourishing of a new tree of knowledge. Welcome, and let us begin.
Can I lure somebody in here maybe? That worked. Now get in here. Come on. Hello? Why aren't you moving? Why aren't you moving? Coming back? There he is.
Move along now.
Somebody saw me? Okay, all of them saw me. Okay, no.
All right.
Nothing.
Yes, I can. Probably not. You're like upstairs.
We might have...
Don't mind him, he didn't say anything.
What? Get a move on and search.
You said silent strike. I didn't need silent strike. No. No. Let it is, and you will lose me.
Get ready for the shadow stick.
Get back in there and fight!
No, I want that.
Man, like a stalker.
I'm up. Dude.
In what should have been a cave of wonders. Look around. See if anything is left.
This is a really big room. Oh, well, what are you? Guns. Lots and lots of guns.
I can't spare the weight.
How do I know that? This way? Am I missing anything now? I don't know. Yes, please.
Welcome to Hades. Zero Dawn's extinction failsafe protocol. The ultimate killer app. Now, I know what you're thinking. The purpose of Gaia is to resurrect life. So why give her a subordinate function, only purpose of which is to wipe out life all over again? I mean, what the... what? Just plumb crazy, ain't it?
Duh.
Well, no, it isn't. Reconstituting a biosphere? That's a tall order. Tech smart as Gaia may be, odds are she won't get it right the first time. I mean, imagine you're Gaia, 200 years from now, and this new biosphere growing, it's all gone wrong. Alkalines are skyrocketing, coniferous forests eroding under the lash of superstorms that would have drowned Noah. It's chaos. A spinning top that won't stop wobbling. Now what are you gonna do? Release
We
faithful
always make
organisms into that
mistakes. You
hot
shouldn't
mess?
have done
Hope their CO2
a
and
Hades
methane
that
can
can
balance
take
out
over
what you got
Hades.
started? Hell no. What you're gonna do, Gaia, is step aside while Hades takes over and does what you're just too darn nurturing and life-loving to do. Which is burn that misbegotten mess of a biosphere to the ground so Gaia can start over. Okay, not burn, more like reverse terraforming operations and suffocate it. But you get the idea. Hades takes the biosphere back to zero. Square one, blank slate. And then, only then, does it hand the steering wheel back to Gaia and say, try again, old girl. And better this time, or we'll have to do this again.
Yeah, right.
That's
He would give you back the
Hades.
steering wheel.
It's pretty badass when you think about it. Extinction on demand. Death on speed dial. All for the greater good, of course, but still, kind of metal.
Oh god.
So welcome to Hades.
How young are these people?
Okay, so if that's the original purpose of Hades, why does it want me extinct?
We need more data.
Because you can turn it
How
off,
does it end
probably.
up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh Titan, getting worshipped by the Eclipse like some kind of god?
I'm learning as you are, Aloy. Keep searching.
Noise complaints from Travis Tate. Calling her Lizzie. Oh god, I can't even read his text. His text is fucking creepy. Hades Protocol. Of course, it's the creep who created Hades. Okay. If it ain't worth time, before this. Just right solution is to isolate Gaia in a protective code shell, preserving its integrity, and unseat it in from command position to Hades. Can slip into the figurative captain's chair and work as medic. Those clues are coming on strong now, so I'm not describing it so clear, but pretty sure. Yeah, those clues are plenty strong, especially. Guess we're at Hades now. Archive abuse? Mr. Tate, this mail concerns Apollo Archive submission, your 666 submission in just 5 days? What? Despite early warnings, you chose to submit 265 holographic remasters of acknowledged classics of extreme exploitation cinema. Porn, in other words. Allow me then to thank you on 2 counts. 1, for giving me the pleasure of rejecting your submission. Thereby okay. 2, for clarifying a concept has so long been of your future submissions. Sides up. Okay. Good for you, Samia. Oh, I'm so surprised the creep wanted porn. 265 data points of porn in Apollo.
Looks like the only way onwards. Are these what I think they are?
Artificial. Welcome to Eleuthia, the crown and king of Gaia's subordinate functions. For it is by Eleuthia that the human race will continue to exist. I am Patrick Brochard-Klein, the Alpha in charge of this program. Now let one thing be perfectly clear from the outset. Eleuthia is not a genetic engineering project. Our goal is to preserve the human genome, not alter it. A snapshot of human genetic diversity, literally frozen in time. The genetic quintessence of our species, unmodified. Under my watch, our activities and initiatives will comply with the 2034 clone provisions and the 2048 Raleigh Accords. Now that may seem a quaint, even trivial concern to you in light of present circumstances, but as one of the authors of the Accords, it is far from trivial to me. The practical challenges before us are staggering in scope and complexity, but not insurmountable. No. Global collation and provisional storage of zygotes, perfection of exogenic technologies, design and perfection of servitors, to provide nurture and inculcation during early child development. All of these program components must and will proceed in tandem. To say nothing of the breakneck construction of cradle facilities at sites around the world. So, si vous êtes prêts, let us begin.
was successfully seen before the swarm advancing across Xinjiang province could detect it. Ping back from crucial systems is good for our maiden voyage of success. Regards my disputes with the betas over surrogate selections. Overseeing completion of the Alethea 2 site. Mount Nanuli. Okay. I wonder how you got selected to be the ones going under.
Cradle facilities. Elizabeth said a new generation of humans would be spawned inside such places.
She did.
All Mother Mountain. It was one of them?
Probably.
There's only one way to be sure.
Go there?
The hatch wouldn't open. Something about a corrupted Alpha registry. I need to search Elizabeth's office. No room.
Timing it is. In here? No.
Would benefit from antilopinae morphologies, though Kempered forms show superior load-bearing capability.
You're a quick study, Gaia.
Dr. Sobek, as I have conducted this comparative analysis of mammalian morphologies, I have gathered extensive data on the quaternary extinction event.
Oh? And your assessment? Gaia?
Logically speaking, the extinction was a natural consequence.
And yet,
I find the loss of megafaunal species unaccountably sad. That they passed forever into oblivion causes me to experience a grief that is difficult to describe.
Huh.
Am I malfunctioning?
No, you're evolving.
No, Gaia, you're not. This is good. It's very good.
Well, if Gaia could feel grief, that means the AI Hades could feel anger, and hatred, and all that other things we don't want them to feel.
Looks like it used to hold something. Some component that got removed.
You will undergo a brief period of unconsciousness during relocation to Prime and final instatement.
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
When you're back up and running at the new site, we'll bring the subordinate functions online and see where we stand.
Elizabeth, I detect distress. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
I realize that circumstances compel us to launch earlier than we hoped, but all subsystems are operational. The odds stand in our favor.
But what if... Gaia, there's nothing left out there. You can't even survive unless you're wearing an environmental suit. There are billions dead, in fear and agony. What if it was all for nothing?
Elizabeth, extinction was inevitable. Thanks to you, life will have a future.
You really believe that?
I believe in you, Elizabeth. In you, all things.
No. I wanted to see that.
Pure logic won't cut it, Ted. To pull this off, Gaia's going to need to have some skin in the game. It has to care.
What if it runs amok? If Have we learned nothing from our mistakes?
Your mistakes, I think you mean?
All I'm saying is, give it a kill switch.
She was just born, Ted. I'm not gonna put a gun to her head while she's still in the cradle.
You talk like it's a child. What if it becomes a monster?
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
Of course, Gaia, go on.
I'm sorry to contradict you, but Mr. Farrow's argument is sound. At this point, the development of my psyche is not entirely predictable. To ensure preservation of life, a hardwired override is, I believe, a necessary safeguard.
There.
Did we
Satisfied,
learn
Ted?
anything from movies?
Jeez, Liz, just do what it says.
An AI that was supposed to do good. If you give it too much conscience, it will do bad. Because it will see, like Ultron, that the humans are the issue. Should be more. Not much starken. Actually, that was a huge box. Odyssey has failed. Some terrible news, I'm afraid. Far Zenith has informed me that the Odyssey mission has failed last night. Telemetry indicated a catastrophic antimatter containment failure as the drive spun up and departed the solar system. The ship's crew is cargo of Psyops and seeds. Its alpha build of Apollo, all were lost. Ah, that's why Apollo didn't work. Zero Dawn is now the only hope for continuation of increases on overlapping. Since it held all the data points from Apollo and it exploded.
The Alpha Registry master file.
Intact?
Looks like
Yeah.
it.
No signs of corruption.
Then what are you waiting for? Copy the file.
Putting your DNA
I
maybe.
can restore the registry at the hatch inside Allmother. Open it. Go inside.
And grasp the secrets within.
Where I was born. Maybe who gave birth to me.
Who? Are you really so naive?
Haven't you understood
There'll
that
be no
yet?
who waiting for you there, Aloy. Whatever birthed you into the world was a what, not a who.
You bastard.
Oh no, I had a legitimate birth.
Well, he's telling you the
It's
truth.
You, Aloy, who are the creation of a machine.
You're a tube baby.
But what kind of machine and why? Why were you created?
Behind you.
Eclipse.
You need to get out of there. What you found is too valuable. You're too valuable.
Got a copy. Oh no. Bomb.